Okay, we're doing the numerology and the astrology for January 6th, 2021. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 12, and if you add the 1 and the 2 together, you get the number 3. The number 3 is the number of positive mind. It's the Trinity. It's the Father, Mother, Child, the Virgin, the Mary, the Crone, the Virgin, the Mother, and the Crone, the masculine, the feminine, and the child. And so this number is a positive number. So let the positive spirit of the number 3 and the Trinity of good fortune guide our way forward today. With this number 3, expect the pandemonium of life to circle madly around us. Positive energy is always a choice. Presently, it is an easier choice than in the recent past. But to really embrace positivity is not about denying the negative, but in seeing that negative within us and doing what we can to honor all parts of ourself in the dance of life in this dualistic world. None of us can heal if we are unwilling to look at our less than positive sides. It is in the darkness that we often hide our greatest gifts. If we are afraid to embrace all that we are, how can we accept and fully embrace others? If we cannot love ourselves, how can we heal this world? The dance of life down here is to learn to love unconditionally, to love all life and all things, from the smallest insect to the largest mammal. What we see in this world is a reflection of that love or that lack of love. Notice what you see. Notice what is difficult for you to embrace. Once that is defined, go towards that which is not yet fully integrated. Okay, the astrology today. On Wednesday evening, Mars finally moves out of Aries, where it has been for 6 long months, and moves into Taurus until March. A welcome relief as our energy, gumption, and drives shift its focus from conflict to comfort. And while this Mars shift is significant, it's not the best time to begin something because the moon is in the last quarter. It's descending into the unconsciousness and illuminating those things that had previously been hidden. We need to finish things up and see our past from a more mature place. Take responsibility for our past unconscious choices promotes us wanting to do good things in the world. The moon is in Libra, and our connection to our relationships becomes more important. That desire for balance is getting stronger, and that desire to step away from toxic people has become an absolute. It is our choice who we associate with, and those choices help define our actions. The last many years have been so difficult for everyone that our personal energy reserves are not at a high point. And so choices get to be made that support sanity and alignment with truth. Anything else is an exercise in futility and a waste of precious internal resources. There is a mood lingering just below the surface that makes us willing to go to great lengths to do those things that bring security and comfort. There is also a stubbornness that recognizes everyone has had enough crap and is now refusing to take any more. And that is probably a good thing. Mars in Taurus can be passive if not being confronted, but when it is, it will defend its turf with all its force, stubbornness, and skill. This pattern desires consistent movement. It knows that what's ahead can take a very long time, and such movement require slower force but more determination. So my quote for today. Nothing in life can really be contained because nothing risked is nothing gained. Life needs space. Life needs other life. Life needs peace and much less strife. I watch the days change and the seasons flow. I watch nature adjust in ways that humans refuse to go. I love the majesty of a panoramic view. I love the feeling of freedom as my mind breaks through. Within life, there is a path, one that is temporary and will not last. But if you see a door, always step through. Without the risk of life, nothing good will accrue. And my blog for today. In this life, I have lived through what seems many lifetimes of karma, layers of an onion unfolding to reveal the next piece. Only once you get to the center do you see that green potential of a new life. I look at my life like those layers, each one slowly peeled away, tears falling down my face, nose running as you realize what you wanted or believed was not real, true, or possible. And then choosing to step away from those things that irritate and complicate. We are each here peeling those layers away. If we don't actively do that, then those layers begin to rot and mold. That is why an active stance and choosing in definitive ways is so important. Otherwise, karma just drags you through the rocks and thorns. To me, it's easier to choose to stand up and walk or run with the path that karma lays out in front of us. I see those that refuse to move. But karma is strong and will insistently drag you through those lessons in life. Choice allows you to not feel as if karma is beating you up. Choice allows you to embrace what arises. Choice is the beginning of stepping beyond the patterns of karmic suffering. Choice means a willingness to embrace what is. Choice means actively engaging in the process that is here to help us learn and teach us how to become better and more conscious as an individual being. Choice is the beginning of awakening to what awaits when our soul stops resisting like a child. Choice is maturity. Choice is where the karmic game ends and the warrior's game begins. Thanks, everyone.